Welcome back. On our recent journey, we embarked on a road trip from Colorado to Washington, endured some pretty crazy weather, got a campsite where we got to camp in the Washington forest, went on some hikes, and then spent the weekend raving at Thunderdome in Tacoma, Washington. The lasers at Thunderdome were undeniably incredible, but my experience was something totally different, which I do go into on TikTok if you're interested. After Thunderdome, we were in Vancouver, Washington, and we were headed out because we wanted to head south. We quickly made it to Oregon because we spent the whole entire day driving. As soon as we woke up from Thunderdome the very next day, we jumped on the road and we started to head south. We spent pretty much the whole entire day driving from sunrise to sunset. By the time it was sunset, we started checking out iOverlander, looking for a great place to park. And it was really cool because I had never been to Portland, Oregon. And by nightfall, we actually reached the city of Portland, Oregon. And I was so busy just editing and doing stuff on my phone that I didn't even realize until my partner told me. And we were super lucky to be able to find this incredible free parking spot right outside Portland, Oregon. I am going to be sharing all of my free parking spots with coordinates on my Patreon. So if you guys are interested, you can go check those out. I used to share the exact location and a photo of the iOverlander spot where I parked, but just to keep these spots a little bit more safer, I thought that I would share it with my exclusive community only. But yes, this is where we got to park in view of Portland, Oregon. And by nighttime, I turn on my little diffuser, I get the vibes going, I like to make some hot tea, and because we spent a very long day driving, we decided to call it a night as soon as we parked.
Hello and good morning and welcome back to another day on the vlog, and we just woke up. It is raining today, but we are in the Redwood forest. Taking my dog out to potty, and I heard that there was a beautiful waterfall in a river, and it's so true. I'm literally looking at it right now. Are you having so much fun? Did you drink some water? Drink some water. Drink some water. Isn't it so refreshing? Bye. These rocks are like really shiny and I don't know why. And I kind of want one. But they're all shiny. I kind of want one. But I won't. I already took a rock. Thank you. Okay, Sydney, this way. Okay, maybe I need just a little one. They're so shiny. What is this? Are you shiny? No. That looks like a bone. I think it is a bone. I'm not gonna touch it. What is this? Too big.
After my morning walk with Indy, I returned back to the van and started making some hot tea before we jumped on the road. Picking out tea every morning is one of my favorite things to do. It is so beautiful with the crystal clear river and the fog. We ended up getting some brunch and then heading off to this area that was right next to where we were getting food. This marina, I literally could hear sea lions. So we parked the van and my dog and I went on this little adventure. It did get really windy and really rainy very quickly. And then I realized after we were sitting, we parked here. That's the little island area where we walked out to the tip, and I could see some sea lions in the distance. Then I was recording this house and I was like, oh wow, that's so beautiful, just to zoom out and see that there were 2 seals literally just swimming right there, right in front of me. And then I heard a little bit over to the left that there were even more sea lions that were kind of in this area where people could go and view them. So we skirted on over and there were so many. When I first arrived, there were about 12, but I just wanted to look at them and talk to them and just observe them. And then when I finally did pull out my camera, there was only like maybe 5 or 6 left. But either way, this was so much fun. It was incredible seeing wild seals for sure. We did do a quick jump from Oregon to California. We are now in the Crescent City Redwood National Park area of California, and that's because we again just breezed through Oregon. The weather has been absolutely despicable, and the Redwoods were actually closed up until this day just because the storms have been treacherous this time of year for some reason. But it was really cool because we got to get the whole entire park to ourselves. We even got to go down the coast, and when we were driving along the coast, as we slowly started to get a little bit closer, as you can see, there's not a lot of people or any people at all visiting the beach. So I thought it would be the perfect time to go out and let my dog run around. And when we made it to the beach, I was pleasantly surprised because what I first thought was a bunch of debris floating in the water with maybe a couple seals swimming with it, I actually got to realize once a wave came in and flipped them all around that this was a gaggle of seals just swimming in the ocean, and I got to enjoy it with my partner and my dog, and it was literally such a beautiful, magical moment to watch this happen.
So my front camera is a little messed up, but it's because I got a crack in it, so I'm sorry if it's fuzzy right now. Oh my gosh, it is absolutely insane the size of these trees. Last time I was here, there were so many people. So a pro of coming in the wintertime is there's not a lot of people. I cannot see what you guys see because my front camera is being a little wonky. This is not the Redwoods trip or adventure we thought we were going to be going on. We definitely thought it was going to be like our last one and we were going to be able to go slow. But this is literally going to be the weather for the next week. I don't think we're going to stay here that long, unfortunately. But I want to show you this tree. Cool, cool. There's also a trail behind me, but I think we're just going to continue walking on this one for a little bit. Oh my gosh, look. It's like all the wood and stuff. It's pretty cool. I absolutely love that there's no one here because I can peacefully be here with my puppy dog. And I have not seen anybody except for like a group of people that were parked and chit-chatting at the very entrance. Gosh, these trees are so beautiful though. The only thing that's a little upsetting is the fact that I don't think my camera is grasping the magnitude of them for you. Also, I couldn't bring my good camera, so we're working with iPhone quality.
Right before torrential downpour, I hopped in the van and we continued on our road trip. Currently, the weather is foggy and moody, but in the distance, we can see that the rain is shifting from little sprinkles to little flurries. And eventually, this beautiful, earthy terrain filled with redwoods is going to shift into gray skies and snow-capped mountains in the distance. And as we head east out of California, we are greeted by beautiful mountains, adorable little towns, and eventually nightfall. Where the trees are beginning to become blanketed in snow, it is our sign to find a spot to park for the night. Late last night, while we were searching for a place to park, we found a disbursement of BLM land, which is absolutely perfect for us. There were tons of places where we could pull off, and we ended up finding our own area that fit our van perfectly. We were able to sleep in and have a peaceful morning without a lot of road noise. Then, when we were finally ready to roll out of bed, we could do our slow morning. We let the dog go potty, and you could see that it was like flurrying just a little bit. I give Indy her ice cube treat of the morning before we hop on the road and head to town because we are in desperate need of a shower. So we leave our beautiful little piece of BLM land, which is surrounded by mountains, and eventually make our way to Planet Fitness, where we take a shower, and then right after that, we hit a In-N-Out because we are starving. And we have a bit of a trip because today we're going somewhere pretty exciting.
What do you want?
Burgers, french fries.
All right, now where are we going? It seems like whiplash because we have been jumping around from area to area. But if I'm super honest, we weren't feeling very safe in Washington or Oregon, so we didn't stay very long. There's a lot of crazy things that happened, so that's why we went to the Redwoods, but the weather was treacherous and we really wanted some beautiful, warm weather. We were tired of the cold, tired of the snow, and so that's why this road trip is kind of moving very rapidly, and we're not staying in one place for very long, but it's okay because we are going to be able to spend a little bit more time here in some warmer areas, and there will be tons of fun Zen time later. But today, our fun adventure to give us some warmth and sunshine is Arches National Park in Utah. I absolutely love Utah. I love the warmth, I love the color, I love the rocks. I think Utah is absolutely stunning, and also national parks are just our thing. We love to visit national parks, and I love going and collecting things from national parks. I don't know, they're national parks for a reason though. The sights at this one were incredible. I have never seen vast expansive views the way that this park brings. Like, there's some parts that are really close and you're next to really big monuments, but then there's times where you look out and it just looks like it's monuments on monuments forever as far as the eye could see. I knew that I was going to be very impressed. Obviously, it's a national park, but I was just absolutely blown away. I'm also very grateful that we went during the time of year that we did go, because from all of the reviews, it seems like this park gets so busy that every single pull-off is normally jam-packed. Going in February is not a normal travel time period for people. It's kind of like off-season. And so there were times where we got incredible moments in this park all by ourselves. Now, unfortunately, there were a couple of places and hikes that we wanted to do that we had planned for that were very short, but some of the roads were blocked off and we weren't sure why. Everyone was leaving, but there was a park ranger not letting people in. So a couple of the really simple hikes that we wanted to do, we were not able to do. We knew that this was a pretty drivable national park, and even though we didn't get to do any hikes, there's still tons of arches that you can see and beautiful, beautiful rock formations with lots of details on the pamphlet that they give you when you're entering the park. If you look closely, you can see that on the ground there are still patches of snow and ice in places where the sun has not yet reached in a few days or so. It has been snowing over here in the Utah area, and it is pretty chilly as well. And like we mentioned before, we are on a quest for warmer weather. And after about a week of road tripping from Colorado to Washington, enjoying a long weekend of dancing underneath lasers, and then taking another long week or so road trip from Washington all the way back to Colorado, but with lots more sightseeing, we are definitely exhausted. As much as I would have loved to have done some of even the simple little park and walk up and take a photo, I did not have the energy. But honestly, there was so much to enjoy from the passenger seat of the van.
I do not want to do any hikes. I'm still recovering from my sickness. And it's cold outside. So we're just going to be sightseeing today.
So if you find yourself passing Arches National Park and you're feeling the way that we're feeling, which is not wanting to do hikes, have no fear, because this park is incredible, even with a road trip. I'm not sure if you caught a glimpse of it, but even from the drive, you can see Arches just from your vehicle. So there's still a lot to see and enjoy from, like I said, the passenger or driver seat of your vehicle. When you get your hands on a map, or you can Google it as well if you want to plan ahead, the road just goes from the entrance, and it's going to escort you around, and then you just take the same exact road back. So you can really focus on each side that you're on, if you please. I really love it when parks are like this, because I hate when there's a park office and you have to hit it before you go enjoy the national park. Like, I'm not sure what my favorite thing's gonna be yet, and then I want to get souvenirs that are close to it. So I really enjoyed that this park looped around at the end so that I could go and get my passport stamped and get all of my goodies at the tail end right before I left the park. Earlier that day, we stopped at a gas station and I got myself a hummus tray and a poppy for our trip. After a beautiful drive, we left Arches National Park and made our way into Colorado. I have no idea what we're going to do next, but I'm so excited to bring you along for whatever it is, because it'll probably be another road trip.